Regenerative agriculture, it offers a lot of wonderful things. Healthy land, which is something every human needs, whether you know it or not. We need water infiltrating through our soils, so we have clean water to drink. We need clean air. We've got to have healthy land to do that. And ruminants that can take the grass and convert it into nutrition give us the ultimate superfood to feed our bodies. So when they take that first bite off the grass, their saliva stimulates the microbes in the soil, it stimulates the plant to grow, and you can think of it as a mirror. When they wrap their tongue around that grass plant and rip it off, underneath the ground, the root system is also being severed at that level to provide the microbes food to regenerate and rebuild that root system. If the grass plant or whatever plant you're talking about is allowed to grow back and recover fully, then the root system will get stronger and go deeper. And that's why we choose to rotate the cattle rather than leaving them out in the same place like most people do. It's not the ideal way to do it. And that's why we are seeing more bare ground and our soils continually get worse and worse. The water holding capacity of the soil continue to drop in other places. As humans, we cannot do anything with this grass. It's not edible to us. They are designed to digest and utilize something that is of no value to man. And they can convert the nutrients from the soil and from that grass into a wonderful superfood for us in the form of their muscles.
I first heard about Allan Savory in the early 1980s. He had schools, and I went to one of his schools and just learned a lot about his method of grazing and how they grazed and how they would perform on good grazing. In other words, land that was taken care of. And you'd think that everybody would be doing it, but they're not. There's still a lot of people that are they cling to the old method. It takes discipline and continual attention to make it work. And so a lot of people don't want to do that.
We have 3 kids, and one thing that I'm very passionate about is what we eat and what I feed my family. And I'm very picky in particular about what they're allowed to have as far as sugar and processed foods and all of those things. And I do think that it pays off. Our kids are very healthy, our kids are very active, and they're learning why we do and do not eat certain things and why we cook almost every meal instead of just driving through on the way home. I get it. It is hard to be a busy mom of 3 or whatever it is. I totally understand the temptation and the convenience of what the world has right now. I think that making that conscious decision and being intentional about what we feed our family has already paid off in just the 6 years that we've had kids, and we see that they're very healthy, they're very intelligent. I want the highest quality for my kids, and so I love that I know exactly where our meat comes from and know that what I'm putting into their bodies is serving their bodies, not just filling their stomachs. We're really excited to work with Nose to Tail and be able to provide beef and other meat sources for this partnership. And I think one of the biggest excitements for us is each cattle rancher seems to think that they have this responsibility to feed the world, and farmer alike. And I think that it's important for us to realize that it's not our job to feed the entire world. It's our responsibility to feed our community and feed those that we can. And so we're going to work with Nose to Tail and be able to provide meat to those that we can with the animals that we have. And I think the quality improves and the nutrition and other things are enhanced in that when we focus on that instead of focus on trying to do bigger, better, more. We're able to steward the land and have a great product. One of the concepts that I love is Nose to Tail. It's not wasting any of the animal, and that's one thing that we're really excited about is the animal has so much. There's so much to a cow. There's the hide, the hooves, the collagen, the cheek meat, the tongues, the bones for the marrow, the organs. I mean, there's so much to a cow that we waste a lot of. And just to really maximize the animal and fully respect the animal and use it in its fullest form is a great thing. And so I'm excited to work with Nose to Tail and be able to offer as many animal products from one single animal as possible.